Well, I think the feeling in Kiev generally is that the recognition of the Russian-backed separatist-held areas of Donetsk and Luhansk by Russia, combined with Vladimir Putin's extraordinarily bellicose speech in which he really questioned Ukraine's right to exist, means that this is more likely to be used as a springboard for further military action into Ukraine than simply stopping there. So people are very worried, and Volodymyr Zelensky is now trying to walk the line between reassuring Ukrainians, not letting people panic, and also saying that he is standing up and standing firm and doing everything he can to get Ukraine's allies on side. And that's what he said. He said that he'd spoken to all the leaders of all of Ukraine's major Western allies and that he expected decisive action from them soon. Of course, the main thing he expects is sanctions. And there was a breakthrough on that today already when the German Chancellor Olaf Scholz announced that the Nord Stream 2 pipeline would not be certified. That's something Ukrainians have been asking for a very long time. And Volodymyr Zelensky was also asked a question by a journalist as to whether or not what was his reaction to calls by the leaders of the so-called separatist republics to withdraw Ukrainian forces from the front line, to which he responded with abject contempt. He just said, "We don't speak to those people. We don't know who they are." Ukraine does not recognize the leaders of those separatist republics as anything other than Russian puppets. And I think that kind of tough talking, that kind of strong language, that kind of contempt is actually what Ukrainians want to hear at the moment, because apart from being extremely concerned, afraid, and to some degree surprised by Vladimir Putin's extraordinary speech, they're also very angry.
Gulliver, what are you hearing from the situation on the front lines in eastern Ukraine? Are more Russian troops moving in?
Well, there are lots of videos circulating online of armoured personnel carriers moving around, other things like that. Lots of reports online from inside the areas of Donetsk and Luhansk regions that are not controlled by Ukraine. And people say that these are new Russian forces moving in. We can't actually determine for sure whether they are new Russian forces overtly moving in or just the same Russian equipment that was already there covertly. But certainly there's a lot of military activity in those separatist-held parts of Ukraine and on the other side of the border in Russia proper. And of course, fighting continues along the front line. The power station in Shastia, in Ukrainian-held territory just north of Donetsk, has been shelled again today. I spoke to a lady in Shastia just now and who a couple of days ago was saying that she had no intention of leaving. She told me today that she was planning to leave, and loads of people were leaving town. She could see the cars leaving as we were speaking, she said.